Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Yeah, Javier Zanetti goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
And here's Neymar. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that's an excellent interception. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Messi. Messi going full steam down the flank. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Not the most accurate pass. Solid! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Cleared away. Well, that is one way to stop him. And now they can spring out of defence. Luis Suarez. Oh, good take in a good area. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now this could be a chance. No goals as yet. And here's Cruyff. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Robson. Nicely weighted ball. And that has been cut short.
Colorado Springs are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rooney. Thuram. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And here's Rooney. They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now it's Luis Suarez. Always onto this. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Cruyff. Looking for the run. Lahm plays it in. And he can clear it away. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And hostilities, and the shot! He's scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Charlotte goes for a shot! They've scored! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Lam is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And the finish! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what a big chance! It's a goal! And again they hit the front. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Zanetti gets it away. And smartly reclaimed. Great chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's gone for goal! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Might be danger here. Now there, can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That has been knocked clear. Charlotte. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And no, that was never going to make it. Messi being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. Colorado Springs nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Xabi Alonso. The ball's gone astray. Lam has it in a wide position. Can he finish? And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And we're done. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter.
There's the shot! Son Heung-min. Looking for the run. Oh, cracking chance for a shot! There is the genius of Luis Suarez!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we... It's Alonso! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Luis Suarez.
Colorado Springs really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
He's gone for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Son Heung-min is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Shot could be on. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Cleared without hesitation. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Now it's Cruyff. And the finish! Oh, he's really drilled it. Corner number 2 then. Terrific header! Oh, nearly. But nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Looking to play him in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And here's Nedved. Cruyff plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Rafinha, and this is Bergkamp. He could be in here. Bergkamp! Now, who's going to be first to this? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he gets rid in a hurry. Now who's going to be first to this? Aimed beyond the defence. Drilled in low. Romario finds himself offside. Now it's Cruyff. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. And that pass just didn't quite work. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Lahm has it in a wide position. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's...
He gets big! He scored! Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And here's Romario. Now it's Cruyff. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Looking here to chip it through. And Romario! Denied by an instinctive save.
Romario really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. He rises! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And it's Bergkamp. Great vision. Tries a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Suarez.
Time for a change in personnel. Borussia Dortmund go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Number 10, Messi. Number 14, Raul.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Great chance here from position A1.
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get every...
Nedved! Crossbar comes to the rescue. That's a half-decent try. Roberto Carlos.
Colorado Springs may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
And that was very necessary. Just about up to 75 minutes. And this is Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi gets flagged offside.
Colorado Springs really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Xavi Alonso. Tries to play it through. Roberto Carlos gets into some space. Raul. Guti gets a foot in here. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Driving on and making good progress. Inzaghi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Filippo Inzaghi. Coming on the field is number 7, Jan Kullen.
He's got Zoll. It's there. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Certain, searing, and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact
6
sub.
added minutes has been indicated.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Now it's Messi. Bergkamp. He's got away. Now that looks a decent ball. That's that, the end. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level.
Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And this is shot, surely! And that has been cleared. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Cruyff. And that could set him on his way. Oh, the referee's got a decision to make here. What's he going to give? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Substitution in progress.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in...
Nedved! That was travelling. Played into space. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, what a climb! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. And it's Messi. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Colorado Springs are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards. And Cruyff! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Del Piero! Goes long and straight. Rijkaard. Plays the ball back.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Cruyff tries a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Colorado Springs really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And we have our very first corner. He rises! it's hit the woodwork and out! Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Del Piero.
Colorado Springs truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Luis Suarez. And this is Cruyff. Corner number 2 then. It's a mighty effort! The Netherlands are looking to go forward now. Zanetti. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Luis Suarez, constantly looking for the ball into the box. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Suarez.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Colorado Springs can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Number 17, Bale.
Looking for options for movement.
21, Guti.
Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Villa is offering a wry smile there.
Nesta can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Good effort from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Guti. Lam making good progress on the right-hand side. Zanetti with the clearance. Stood up well to him there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He can run onto that. And he's in on goal. And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Villa deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Bale. Lam plays it in.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And it's Bale. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Nicely weighted ball. Sergi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nedved. Oh, shooting chance!
Colorado Springs really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's green grass ahead of him.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And he cuts out the supply. That's a nicely shaped ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Danger averted for now. And that will be it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Ball is over the line. Alonso. Looking for options for movement. Lahm plays it in. And he gets rid in a hurry. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff! Denied by an instinctive save.
Cruyff clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Van Dijk gets it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Suarez has been caught there, it's a foul. No way through. Pull it, and pull it! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Great chance! He scored! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
That's a sharp pass. Caught offside that time.
Colorado Springs really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Nedved. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Cruyff. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. Oh, that's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Now it's Eto'o. Mateus gets into some space. And the ball is out of play. Tries to pass it through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Chiellini, can he get it through?
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nicely worked. That's a shade optimistic. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And it's Messi. And here's Suarez. Danger averted for now. And reclaimed it in a trice. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at
Just a
half-time.
quick reminder today,
It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Suarez. Coming on the field is...
And that's the second half started.
Belletti.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Vieira. Mateus. Can he get on the end of this? In by Hullet.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
That's the keeper's ball. Hullet can be a real threat inside the box. And this is Eto'o. Nesta gives no quarter whatsoever. Cruyff. Xavi Alonso. Collier. Nedved. That's a good ball. Mateus. Now it's Messi. Nedved. He's having a go. Belletti. De Bruyne. Passing is crisp and sharp. And Mateus. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And it's Hullet. Nicely weighted ball, well timed, excellent interception. Cruyff. Cruyff going face to face with his great rival.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Messi. Out to the left it goes. And he cuts out the supply. Pull it. Mateus. Caceres.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Shot could be on. Oh, just skips past his man. That's going to go a long way.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very
Hello,
nicely
everybody,
here.
and welcome to
Gorgeous,
today's
gorgeous
match.
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in.
He's had a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Kukçu is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Bergomi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking to play him in, and this is Cruyff. Has a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
But that has not gone well. Hakimi cuts out the pass. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And this is Nedved. Tries a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Pass somewhat off target. Oh, now here's an... He's had a shot! Cruyff can see things others simply cannot. Messi is in a really good position out wide. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. But it's Thuram. Neither of these... He's gone for goal! Guti. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Messi. Short changes him with that pass. Half-time rapidly approaching and it's still goalless. Nedved. Now it's Messi. Now it's Cruyff. Hazard. That's a lovely, neat pass. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. It'll be a throw-in. Looking for the run. Cruyff looking to run onto it. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cruyff! Marvellous goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Colorado Springs definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Cruyff gets into some space. this is Nedved. And the finish! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Messi. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he welcomes it in. Great chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
It's their second corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, good-looking ball. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And this is Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's having a good look here. And this the perfect opportunity. Nedved! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Azar. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's Luis Suarez! Sensational from Suarez! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the lead is extended still further. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Shot a goal! Oh, extraordinary.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Not the best distribution from the keeper, and it's Cruyff. Nice bit of trickery. Ball swung in, and that has been knocked clear. Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made...
Messi! They've done it! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
It's become a case of men against boys. That has ended up in no man's land. Time and again they are repelled. Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post. He's put his foot right through that one. Guti picks it up from the goal kick. Now it's Cruyff. Messi. Chance! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish right from the top draw. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy. And that will be it. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulled. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
He's shifting through the gears here. And he can clear it away. And it's Kukçu. Nedved. And the pass is intercepted. Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso. Cruyff. Messi, a player who needs no introduction.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hakimi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
It's a promising position. Jimenez.
Colorado Springs really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond.
Gets his head on it! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Messi. And this is Luis Suarez. He's beaten the last man. Oh, he's been... And Messi! Goal! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Cruyff can see things others simply cannot. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, it's come loose. This time, surely. And the ball's come loose here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
And the second half gets underway.
Colorado Springs definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Great vision. The header! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Luis Suarez can be a real threat inside the box. Ledved tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Luis Suarez! Well, now it's a... Oh, what has happened here? Caught offside that time. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Martinez. And he's only too happy to take that back. Bellingham. Knocks it into space. Cross needs to be good. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Messi. And he's been shifted off it. And it's Messi. And this is Cruyff. That's a good ball out wide. Some good work on the right flank here. Martinez. And they win it back again. Hakimi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he was quick to react. Now, can they get him away? He's being urged, and he shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Schlotterbeck gathers from the goal kick.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And the finish! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Colorado Springs are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's nicked! Oh, crossbar! And there goes the final whistle. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Romario. That is good alertness. Oh, well played, well played. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Pelé, Maldini wins the duel this time. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Messi. And this is Cruyff. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Looking for options. Romario! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Big header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Cruyff, looking for the run. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. And the counter is on. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And this is... And he shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's found a way past. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Thuram concedes a free kick for that. And it's Cruyff. He's going for goal! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Messi is there, and he can pick it up. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff knocks it into space. Now this could be a chance. Delivers with wit. He rises! He's scored!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It's Luis Suarez! Oh no, what has happened here?
Indicated.
Well, Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Luis Suarez! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
This possibly the last play of the half. A header! No, he did. And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Number 6, Johan Cruyff.
And the action is back on the way.
Number 3.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He's had it taken off him. And he's picked out the run. And he's made sure that's not getting through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Colorado Springs clearly didn't help themselves by telegraph.
And Messi! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Messi in acres of space out wide. Bergomi gets it clear. Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. It's played through for him. He's found a way through. Goes for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has ended up in no man's land. Bergomi is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rijkaard. Maldini. Nesta cuts out the pass.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Lahm gets a foot in and wins the ball. Nicely shaped ball. He's being urged to shoot. Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Xabi Alonso. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Short changes him with that pass. Rijkaard. Now it's Messi. Now it's Bale. Messi. Messi! And we're done. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career showreel. Many claimed it was his best season ever. He did, of course, win the treble, and Jim, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
Well, one of the pinnacles of his club career, Peter.
And what stood out for you?
His performance against Madrid's other team.
Shoots! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And this is Messi, Cruyff, and he's heaved it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Quarter of an hour played. Very nicely done. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Messi. Makalele makes the interception. Now it's Messi, and this is Luis Suarez. He has a look at Nedved! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Nedved clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution in progress.
And we have our very first corner. Saliba tries to clear. And it's Lam. Quick look, then plays it in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Messi. Inzaghi. Guti is the team's great visionary. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Inzaghi. Xavi Alonso. And here's Azar. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Snyder really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, well played. Xavi Alonso. It's Cruyff. Great vision. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Played into space out wide. Terrific header. Really well taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
certain, searing and imperious.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get...
And there is the half-time whistle. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. He's having a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And here's Inzaghi. Filippo Inzaghi. Inzaghi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Colorado Springs clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Could move up a gear here. Looking to play him in. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Inzaghi.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Tries a shot! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Snyder. Lovely. It's Asa! It's there! Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Filippo Inzaghi. Number 5, Dunk. Number 20, Hazard.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Colorado Springs clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Number 16, Rodri.
Has a look and plays it forward. And this is Bale. Plays a sharp little ball here. Looking to go deep. They get a throw in. Now the delivery climbs up big. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Lahm produces the perfect tackle there. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rodri, played out to the right. Threads one in. That is good alertness. And that's it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Attendees, this is a
Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this guy Manuel Neuer claimed once that he had a catalogue in his head of all opponents. You won't think it, but there's so much detailed work behind everything he does. This is what keeps him ahead of his opponents and his contemporaries.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Now that's well seen too. Caicedo. Nouri. Great run on the overlap here. Pings it across.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Vieira. And it's Cruyff. Knocks it into space. Great ball, and the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. Colorado Springs really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Xavi Alonso, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Messi, he's having a go!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff going face to face with his great rival. And here's Messi. Cruyff. He's in space and looking for options. And he's there to belt it away. And this is Cruyff. Now, who's going to be first to this? And one more try! He has done it! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Nice control. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 10, Bale.
And so we're off again.
Coming on the field.
Colorado Springs are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his halftime team talk.
Tries a shot! Caicedo. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nesta gets a foot in and wins the ball. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Bale. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is a great pick out. He could be in here. That is Stuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 13.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Number 7, Raul. Number 27, Silvestre. Substitution in progress.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Zanetti. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Can he get on the end of this? Looking for the run. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Raul. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Referee's given a throw. Gets a good foot in there. Vieira. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. It's Raul! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Lam. And here's Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
That was lovely, that.
Lam. There's the delivery.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Raul. Collar receives it in a good position here. And here's Raul. Can he finish? And it's been given away. And again. So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. So it is something for both, but ideal. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Well, Giuseppe Bergomi really is a cultured player, is he not, Jim? With a little bit of menace in the mix too.
Yeah, we all know him as a right-back, Peter, of course, but he has the flexibility, versatility, the confidence and the composure to play centrally too. He's even been known to play as a sweeper at times. No one did zonal marking better than this guy.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Cruyff. Lahm, he's got away. Tries to cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
A probing pass. Well, that has not gone well. Mateus. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Looking for a runner. McManaman. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Well, that is one way to stop him. That has ended up in no man's land. Pepe clears. McManaman. Played into space. Good read, needed to be. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Lahm gets into a good position. Ball driven towards the far post. And it's hoisted clear. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Now, can they get it back? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Mateus just eases him off the ball. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Cruyff. Lahm. And he's managed to get free. And this is Cruyff. That's really well cleared. Bonucci getting this one clear. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Vieira. And here's Cruyff. Quality ball. And it's Lahm. Cruyff. Great ball. And the shot! And he's done it!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defence.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Out of play for a throw. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Now, can they get him away? Shoots! Sticks it away! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
It's Luis Suarez! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Substitution on the field, number 6.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Suarez. Number 15.
Lahm calmly anticipates.
Number 23.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Number 21.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
9.
Looking for options for movement. Nesta makes the interception. Nedved. And this is Ribery. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lahm. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Ibrahimovic! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Ibrahimovic brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Not the most accurate pass. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He's shifting through the gears here. But that is good defending. It's Nedved! And that's a real chance missed.
Nedved fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. We are, of course, at the future Nou Camp. Given a new look after 4 years of renovations, it is bigger, better, and ever more beautiful. Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball.
That is good alertness. That's gone for a throw-in. Henderson. Zanetti. Out again for a throw-in. And here's Messi. He has found the way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rijkaard. To Schneider, and it's Pizarro. Schneider going face-to-face with his great rival. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's clever. He is through here. Luis Suarez! Luis Suarez! It's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And here's Romario, and this is Pizarro. Now he's got space here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Fernando Torres. And this is Romario.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's one on, and Romario! Oh, it's hit the post. That's another chance. It's in. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Pizarro. Luis Suarez. Schneider. And it's Pizarro. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Zanetti. Now it's Romario. He's had a hit. Oh, that is beautiful, Romario! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Up he goes! Trustbar comes to the rescue.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Romario! Romario! Goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! So what's your view on that goal then?
I love...
And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Substitutions taking place.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Bale. And here's Messi. Henderson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Romario. Pinches it off him. Costa Curta.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Has a look and plays it forward. And Messi! Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Messi. Played out wide. Aimed in towards the centre. Cleared away. And this is Nedved. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
He'll fancy himself from here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Snyder! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Snyder is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Bale. Lahm. Oh, sweet feet. He's found a way through. Well, that is one way to stop him.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
It's their second corner of the game.
Number 14. Pizarro. Number 24. Fernando Torres. Coming on the field. Number 3. Franz Beckenbauer. Number 15.
Piqué tries to clear.
Number 11. Mbappe. Substitution.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And this is Romario. He's on great chance. It's there. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Costa Curta. Zanetti. Beckenbauer. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And we're done. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match as... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Pepe may well need to be at his best. There's a power about his game, thanks to very decent pace for a big man, and he doesn't lose out much in the air either. He could prove to be a very reliable presence here.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the counter is on. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And he's had it nicked away. Luis Suarez. Now it's Nedved. And this is Messi. Oh, good taking. Tries a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And smartly reclaimed. No goals as yet. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And it's Xavi Alonso. And that has been cut short. Tries to pass it through. And he cuts out the supply. Lahm providing an outlet on that flank. Maldini with the clearance. Alonso. Shot could be on. Goes for a shot! Goal! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, easy pickings there. Xavi Alonso.
Colorado Springs really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Nicely weighted ball. Lahm picks it up out wide. And he's taking no chances there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Great vision. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Well played and well cleared.
Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Messi. That's a shade optimistic. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. He's shifting through the gears here. He gets big. It's there. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. And they've got their lead back. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Colorado Springs are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
It's Luis Suarez! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
A probing pass. Gets a good foot in there. Collar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Kohler actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Replace him is number 22, Van Dijk. Substitution.
He has found the way through. He's having a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Baresi wins the duel this time. Danger averted for now. Threads one in. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And Messi! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And the pass is intercepted.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And this is Messi. Messi! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. It's anyone's ball now. Has another go! It's in! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. Ibrahimovic at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Thiago Alcantara. He's someone who can really control the game from midfield. He's got a sensational range of passing. He's got wonderful vision too. He's no doubt been tasked with creating opportunities for the front players, and he's certainly got all the skills needed to do just that. They'll be expecting a good supply.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Rijkaard. And here's Cruyff. No outsmarting him this time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Nedved. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Eto'o.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Tries to pass it through. Applies the finish! Decent enough try.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Thiago.
Colorado Springs really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Eto'o. Thiago. Great chance! Played into space. Good ball over the top. And it's Luis Suarez. And the shot! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. And he's had it nicked away. Half-time getting close now. Cruyff. Nedved can see things others simply cannot.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Luis Suarez! And he comes up trumps again.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
And we have our very first corner. He's got full. And it's half-time here. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
Colorado Springs ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we are back underway.
Colorado Springs are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Bergomi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for a runner. It's a pretty loose pass. Thiago. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff. Belletti Played it. There's the header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
He's found a way through.
Oh, great feat, that.
Look at the space here. He'll try to keep this alive. Back into the middle. Bale, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Thiago. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's had it taken off him. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Eto'o with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
So, time for changes on
Number
both
20,
sides, actually.
Lilian Thuram. Coming on the field. Number 7.
And it's Xabi Alonso.
Jan Koller. Number 3.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for options for movement.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he welcomes it in. And he's running through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
1 minute added time.
Knocks it into space. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through.